Hello, all of you. Just imagine you're opening your computer, okay, and you see thousands of photos, hundreds of documents, videos, songs, games, your assignments, your projects, everything is there. Alright, but there is one problem here that nothing is organized. There is no folder, there is no category, just thousands of files and files sitting together up to one. Sounds like a nightmare, right? So that's exactly why computers use something incredibly simple, files and folders. So today, let's see how your computer organizes all that information concisely. Imagine this. Okay, imagine you are having 5,000 photos, 200 videos, 500 documents, and 1,000 songs. And now imagine all of them are sitting in one single place. Okay, no photos folder, no documents folder, no music folder, nothing. You need to find one assignment from last semester. Then tell me, where would you even start? You would be scrolling forever and forever. And but thankfully, our computer doesn't work like that. It gives you a simple way to organize everything, and that's the first building block. That is nothing but file. Okay, so think about your own computer for a second and tell me what's the one file you would absolutely panic if you lost. It might be your resume, your college project, your photos, of course. Tell me in the comment sections, please. So let's start with the smallest idea of a file. So a file, you can see here, there are variants of files. Okay, so it is simply a container that holds some data or information. For example, a photo can be a file, a song, it also can be a file, a video can be a file. Your resume, you might see names like .jpg, .mp3, .mp4, something like this. Okay. Notice something interesting. There is a name and something after the dot. That part is called as file extension. Okay, it helps the operating system understand what type of data or a file we are trying to store into our PC or a computer. So you can remember it like this: file is equal to data, that means information, the name of the file, and the type, that's nothing but the extension of that data. So just look at this file .mp4, okay, and let's assume that it is having name as movie. So movie.mp4. Then what do you think? .mp4 tells your computer? Exactly. It tells us this is a video file and .mp4 is that type's file. Okay, now we are moving ahead with the folder. Even if every file has a name, has an extension, that means its own type, finding them would still become difficult. And that's where folders comes in. A folder is basically a container used to organize files. For example, you could have a folder called college, and let's suppose inside that college folder you are having assignment, notes, projects, or anything other. Now, everything related to college is together in that folder. And you can even put folders inside that folders also. So it is nothing but subfolders. So your computer can create an entire structure just like a tree. Okay? Okay. And here is something you probably use every day without thinking about it. Let's suppose your desktop, it is also part of this organization system. Have you ever known? Your documents folder, your downloads folder, pictures, musics and videos that are built in, they are all helping you organize your data efficiently. So now let's make this incredibly simple. Think about your wardrobe, right? Your clothes are scattered everywhere. Finding one shirt would be frustrating without this wardrobe. But instead, if you organize them well, shirts go in one place, jeans something somewhere else, and jackets somewhere else. Your clothes are like files, the drawers like folders, and the entire wardrobe is like your storage. The goal is very simple: keep everything organized so you can find what you need quickly. That's it. That's exactly what files and folders do on your computer. Okay, now imagine your computer had 10,000 files but no folders. And tell me one thing, would you survive? Comment me in the comment section either yes or no. Okay, so let's log this in. Files, that means stores data. Folders means organizing files. Okay, and storage means keeps everything very concisely and efficiently. And together they give your computer a way to manage thousands and even millions of pieces of information efficiently. But now we have solved one problem. We know your data is organized. The next question is much more interesting, that how does data actually travel from one computer to another computer? For example, you open YouTube, you click on a video, and somehow that video travels from a computer somewhere in the world and all the way to your screen. How? How it is possible? That's exactly what we are going to discover in the next video in How Does the Internet Work. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like the video, subscribe to CodePart, share this video with your friends. I will see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep coding. Thank you all of you.